Alright, we might actually get to preview what a normal Chaos Chao looks like. So, for the record, I've shown you guys before. Sorry, I'm going on my way here. I've shown you guys before what a Hero Chao what a Dark Chaos Chao looks like. It looks like that. I wish I could spin him around. He looks really cool from the back. And then why am I still here? And then what a Hero Chaos Chao looks like, I'll show you that. As soon as I get backed out to the main menu again. Go down to the Dark Race. Anyway, what a Hero Chaos Chao looks like in just a second. There we go, that's what a Hero Chaos Chao looks like. Now I get to show you guys what a Neutral Chaos Chao looks like. This is what like the standard Chaos Chao is supposed to look like. And they're pretty badass. They're actually the most badass out of the three in my opinion. But our All-S Chao that I want to make a Chaos Chao, having a Jeebus having a darker tone to him makes me kind of weird. I don't know what he's going to look like. But we should get a good look here at... No! Sweet! There's a whole third layer of Chao. Okay, you don't get to see what a neutral Chaos Chao looks like right now. But, yeah, so what's going to happen here, I totally forgot about this. What's going to happen here is we're going to beat this one, and then there's going to be a third row that shows up on the bottom of more challenge races. That's why these are so easy. I'm like, we can't be getting this close to the end and have all these races still be this easy. It's because they're not. So we should stomp this race, too. Good, this is all good news. And I know there are going to be a lot of people looking at, they know I'm going to make, you guys know I'm going to make the All-S Chao that we have. We're going to make Jeebus into a Hero Chaos Chao, or not into a Neutral Chaos Chao, right? You guys know that for the most part. There are going to be a lot of people who were like, well, Thundershot, dark ones look really cool, make them into a Dark, or I kind of like the way the Hero Chaos look, make them into a Hero Chao. And the reason I'm not going to do that isn't because I'm like prejudiced, I don't like Dark Chaos Chao or Hero Chaos Chao or whatever. It doesn't matter how they look. As far as, I want this All-S Chao to be able to partake in and win all the races. And for those of you who, like most of you know, Dark Chao cannot compete in Hero races, Hero Chao cannot compete in Dark races, but Neutral Chao can compete in every race, which is why I'm going to be keeping our first All-S Chao, at least, a Neutral Chaos Chao. That way he will be able to compete and win in every single race, is the idea behind that one. It's got nothing to do with how they look or anything like that. It's just, I want my Chao to be able to win every single race. Now, obviously, there will be more. Like I said, the plan before was to make more All-S Chao in the future for a Hero Chaos and a Dark Chaos, so we could have that. But as far as the first one goes, I want the first one to be able to beat everyone and everything without being limited. God, we are coasting through these races. If I would have known, if I would have thought ahead and remembered that there was another layer to the challenge races, we would have been doing these, because we can still probably win another race or two after this one. Look at how far ahead we are now. We're beating these guys like worse than we were beating the skull-headed ones. It kind of makes me wish that there was a second layer to the Hero and Dark Chao races, but there's not. There are legitimately 4 races in Hero, 4 races in Dark, but then there's 12. Yeah, 12 races in the challenge category. Which I guess makes sense. I mean, if you're going to exclude Hero or Dark Chao from a specific race, you may as well make it, like, not worth a whole lot. And it's not that it's not worth a lot. It's worth a lot to beat them, but just not that many races. The reward or the loss isn't that bad if you don't have a Chao that falls in that alignment. Like, I've told this story before. My first Chao that I ever got, not in this playthrough, I mean, the first time I ever played Chao Guardian was Elvis. I didn't know how the alignments work. I didn't know that petting them with Hero Chao and petting them with Dark Chao could change their alignment like that. So I was always really nice to my Chao, and I always just happened to be Sonic when I would level him up. So he became a Hero Chao, and his name was Elvis, and I couldn't compete in the Dark races, and I never actually got to experience that because I only focused on one Chao. I had no idea how breeding works, so I only had the 4 eggs that you get. You get 2 for starting Chao Garden, and then you get 1 in the Hero Garden. When you unlock the Hero Garden, you get 1 in the Dark Garden. It's completely useless most of the time that I unlocked from the Dark Garden. And that was all, that was all I knew about Chao. So I didn't know how to get more Chao eggs, and my Dark Chao sucked. His grade sucked. His points sucked because I never gave him any drives because he was a sucky Chao. So I just assumed that I was never going to get to experience the Dark races in my life. And that would suck. I mean, for people who don't know Chao very well, we got pretty much the exact same time, which makes sense because it was the same course and we had the same stats, but hopefully this next race will be a little bit more exciting. And when I say that, I don't mean, oh, I hope I get hit with the Jack-in-the-Box. It's exciting. Hey, speaking of Jack-in-the-Box, we got that little nerd. Wow, right as I said that. I hate those things. All right, so now if we come down to challenge race again, we will see that we've unlocked an entire third layer. Oh, these ones are like Phelps. They don't have legs or wings. Calling it the ghost group. We had the skull group, the pumpkin head group, and then the ghost group. I feel like they should have gone the ghost group because there's nothing really scary about these things. Well, they do have flames on their head. Oh, never mind. The ghost group's a combination of the 3. Okay, that makes more sense. I was gonna say if they just didn't have legs or wings, then they weren't really that scary. But the combination of 3 kind of clears it up a little bit. Do these guys still don't have the faster running animation? It's harder to tell when they don't have fucking legs, but I don't think that they have the faster running animation. Still didn't get Jack-in-the-Box. Still happy about that. I don't know how they came up with the music for this, but there's literally like some dude like yodeling in the background. Not yodeling. What am I thinking of? Well, kind of yodeling. Like, when I think of yodeling now, I think of what happened in that movie Home on the Range, like with the cows. And the dude's like professional yodeler, and the yodeling doesn't sound like yodeling, but he's like, yahoo, like an opera yodeler. I don't know. Opera yodeling. How did we end up on this subject? But another race that we clearly have in the bag. I might fast forward this one in editing because this is the third time in a row you just see Booby shit stomp on a race on this map. And they are legitimately not getting any closer to him. Like, in the last 3 races, I don't feel like the races have been closer at all. And we might have a couple more races left to go. So if this is the part where I cut, Thundershot, remember to cut. And then aside from that, I'll probably keep blabbling, just in case I don't cut here. But oh my god. I am actually going to go take this time to get a water right now. So I will BRB. Alright, the water has been gotten. Sorry about the delay if I do forget to cut this part out or speed it up or whatever. But what it's going to come down to now, the only real exciting thing we have to look forward to, is Booby's going to trip. Or maybe he's already tripped, I don't know. But if he trips, then we're going to get a 304 again. Please don't fall in the hole. Assuming that he doesn't fall in the hole and we don't trip, we might be able to get sub 3 minutes. Which would be nice, but we're already within 30 seconds of that, and I don't know if he can make this corner and run all the way there in that amount of time. I'm going to use his stamina as if he wasn't going to fall in the hole for sure. So there's that. He does need a slightly better stamina grade. If I remember correctly, his stamina grade is actually like a D or something awful like that, but then also his stamina actual stat itself is very good. Why do you want to go to the far left? This better be worth it. You better not fall in a hole. Okay, he went to the far left, and he didn't fall in a hole, and we still got him over 3 minutes. It's because if he wouldn't have taken all the time to go to the far left, then we would have had it for sure. But he was also doing that to make sure that he found one that didn't have a hole on it. So, I mean, it was a luck factor thing. But if he could have gone to a different one, like in front of him that didn't have a hole in it, we would have had under 3. Would have been a good feeling. All right, back to the challenge races. What do we got for us next? Hopefully we're done with just running races because those are kind of boring. I like the big level. He strikes back. This should be a good one. This should be the first entertaining one we've had in a while. So someone was telling me in my comment section that he or him is actually a reference to a Chao that was in the first Sonic Adventure, which I didn't know about because I haven't played the first Sonic Adventure. And I am typically a kind of guy who, if I play a series, I want to play from the first one onward. Sonic Adventure 2 just happened to be a game that I played at Earth to Sailor's house when we were little. And I immediately just went out and got that one right away. I didn't even think about Sonic, because it was called Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, and I guess as a kid the name threw me off. I'm like, maybe it's an Adventure 2 Battle, and it's not actually the number 2 in the series. And so I was like, whatever, and I didn't even know that there was a first one, and you can't really tell that there's a first one when you play the game to go back to. And Chao Garden, from the way I understand it, is like infinitely better in Sonic, not infinitely, it's noticeably better in Sonic Adventure 2 than it is in Sonic Adventure 1, so I just never went back, and it's not something that I have a desire to go back to. It's not that I think Sonic Adventure 1 will be a bad game, but I'm that kind of guy that, like, when I get the taste in my mouth, like, when I know, like, Sonic Adventure 2 is supposed to be a better game than 1, even though 1 has an entirely new story, and it's very similar to 2 in gameplay and all that stuff, and it has its own Chao Garden, kind of. Well, it does have its own Chao Garden, it's not a kind of, but it does have its own Chao Garden. I don't have a desire to play it because I know I've already played a better version in 2, if that makes any sense. And I think a lot of people do this with some games. But if I was to find out about Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 now, like right now, people were to tell me about it, I would probably download the first one. Not speaking about terms of Chao Garden. If you're just getting the game for the Chao Garden, just get the game for Chao Garden. Just get Sonic Adventure 2 right away. But if you're getting the game for the whole playthrough, the whole Sonic Adventure experience, story mode wise, not Chao Garden and then Chao Garden kind of thing, or both. But mainly looking at the story mode, I would probably get 1 right now. Play through that, maybe see how that Chao Garden works, see what it has to offer. Probably not spend a lot of time on it. And then get 2 and play through that, and then I might never play 1 again. I don't know. But I have a feeling that I would enjoy it if I got it, but I don't want to get it because I know 2's better. But that's just me. I don't know a lot of people who prefer Sonic Adventure 1 over Sonic Adventure 2, especially in terms of Chao Garden. This race isn't even close still. We're kicking the shit out of him. He is a loser. I cannot believe I forgot that there was a 3rd layer of challenge races. That's nuts. It's just us kicking the shit out of everything. I'm probably going to make it a whole part. Just, hey, Boobies beats the shit out of fucking everything. Now, I got to remember, I did use a couple stamina bursts. I used one in the very beginning because I thought that it was going to be a close race. And then I used one when we took off for flight for the first time, and I don't even know why. But I have less stamina to use here at the end, so I don't want to burn it until I know we're not going to fall in the hole. But I don't think we have any more of a chance of getting under 3 minutes here, unless he takes not the whole route that's not on the other end of the freaking lane. But we could trip 2 times and fall in the hole, and he still wouldn't catch us. Like, he hasn't even hit the corner yet. Okay, don't fall in the hole, don't fall in the hole, Fell in the hole. That would have been it. We guaranteed would have got under 3 minutes that time. See, because we got 3:02. Normally when we fall in the hole, we get 3:04. We got 3:02 that time. There's no way we would have made under 3 minutes. Confirmed, hundo. 100%. He sucks. But apparently he or him has a name, and whoever left the comment telling me that he was a Chao from Sonic Adventure 1, but feel free to put his name in the description again. He told me once, but I don't remember his name. But he apparently has a name. He's a reference to a Chao that actually had a name in Sonic Adventure 1.